Hello, this is Keith Mosher. I'm speaking to you from the second year classroom at the Memphis School of Preaching. And we have a program called Come Let Us Reason, taken from Isaiah 1:18, where the Lord said, come let us reason together. And we need to be reasonable people when we discuss the scriptures. I've been asked about self-defense in terms of someone's attacking us and trying to take our lives. There's a misunderstanding about this because of something the Lord said that's recorded for us in the Sermon on the Mount. And that has to do with turning the other cheek, but that had to do with a spiritual insult, not a physical attack on someone. And so if someone were to turn the other cheek, he'd be offering himself up to the insult without taking vengeance, which belongs to God. But when it comes to self-defense, I would draw your attention to the 22nd chapter of Luke. Here we have some conversations between Jesus and his apostles, whom he had sent out previously on the limited commission, according to Luke chapter 10. And when he was with them literally, as he was on the limited commission, he told them not to take money or shoes or extra clothes. He would provide all of that. But on this occasion, because he's sending them out on the Great Commission, and because they do not have him literally with them, he told them to get a sword. Sell your garment and get a sword. Luke 22:36. When the apostles responded, here are two, he said to them, Luke 22:8, here are two. He said to them, that's enough. That implies self-defense. You don't need more swords than the two because you're going to use them to defend yourselves, not for some offensive weapon. You remember in the Garden of Eden, they asked him, shall we smite with the sword? His answer was no. It's not to be used as an offensive weapon, Luke 22:49. In Luke 26:52, after we have the record of what happened when Peter smote Malchus and took off his ear, probably intending to take off his head, Jesus said, put up your sword within your sheath, for he that uses the sword will perish with the sword, Luke 26:52. We have to understand that self-defense, here are two, that's enough, that's allowed by the Lord. He's indicating self-defense. But when it comes to being offensive with this or to attacking someone, the Lord said, put up your sword. We are not those who start a war. We are those who have the right to defend themselves. We're told by the Apostle Paul that a man who will not take care of his household is worse than an infidel and hath denied the faith. 1 Timothy 5. And so it's the case that when it comes to defending my home, God said I better do it or I'm worse than an infidel. When it comes to defending my life, that's allowed. That's enough, he said, with two swords. It's strange that someone has extrapolated from turn the other cheek to I can't defend my life. Life comes from God. It's sanctified. It's set apart. It's his business. And I'm not allowed to take it in terms of offense, but I'm allowed to defend it in terms of self-defense.